Hey, good morning, my friends. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Quite a bit to talk about, but I first have to start with an apology. I'm going to start real scientific. So if you're like, I just want pretty pictures and some suns with an icon, you're not going to get it from me. In TV, we had what we called consultants. I called them insultants because they usually came in and told you, no, your hair, it's parted on the right. It needs to be parted on the left. You'd look better like that. Well, of course, now they don't worry about that. But they would also say, hey, don't throw in any weather term uh, that a sixth grader couldn't understand. And there was a point in time in the 90s where all of us TV meteorologists were kind of threatened. If you say the word dew point, we're probably going to fire you. We're like, okay. But we know you're smarter than the average bear. So I am starting weathery. I'm starting with the upper airflow at 15,000 feet up. It's important because it shows you what we have coming. We have warmer to hotter temperatures coming eventually. First, it shows you we have a significant storm system coming through tomorrow, then a cool down, then warmer to hotter temperatures, and it shows you, most importantly, that we're going to be on what I call the top of the ridge, and these ridge runner thunderstorm patterns will probably develop for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so what you're looking at here is, hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jack Clark from Saline, and Wayne Lynch, good morning. And Tom Ramsey, good morning. Okay, so this is the upper airflow, and what you're noticing is a forecast. And you see that little dip in the flow that's coming down? That's Thursday, tomorrow's storm system. So a storm like that in the summer with that kind of U-shaped bend is a pretty significant storm system. So we'll look at the severe weather chance in just a moment. And I think it may be just off to our east in Ohio and Pennsylvania and New York, but it's close. So we'll see what the experts say in just a second. So there's our rain and thunderstorms for tomorrow, and it moves off. Weekend looks pretty quiet. Now, there may be another disturbance stuck in there that we can't really see a whole lot. This is early next week, so we're in the northwest flow. You see the hot dome out in Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, even into Kansas and Nebraska. And then we go to Wednesday, and the hot dome starting to expand and coming toward us. We're just on the edge of it. And then Thursday, the hot dome expanding across the southern half of the country. We're out 10 days. The hot dome is to our south. The jet stream is to our north. There's another storm system out in the Pacific Northwest that would probably slide up over the ridge and back down toward us. So in other words, we've got a lot of weather coming up in the next few weeks, my friends. Okay, so here is essentially the precipitation forecast. These are 6-hour precipitation amounts. Okay, so today I'm going to call it dry. We can get an isolated shower. Well, in the UP, you'll get some showers, but in Lower Peninsula, I'm going to call it dry and fairly sunny. This is up to tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. This is 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow. Important. So Saginaw, Flint, Grand Rapids, northward gets into the showers and thunderstorms before 2 p.m. tomorrow. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., the showers and thunderstorms shift into the southeast. So, a place like Ann Arbor, you're probably looking at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock tomorrow when the thunderstorms come in. And Detroit, maybe an hour later, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Comes through during the evening hours. Dries out. This is Friday. Friday looks great. This is Saturday. Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon looks great. Remember, the more darker lines on the map, the windier it is. and you have a hard time finding just one line, one isobar. So not much wind. This is Sunday. Look at that. Looks very good. Maybe by Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, there could be a patch of some thunder showers move through. Next Monday, next Tuesday, then we start to see the heat build in, and we start to see that what I call the ridge runner pattern. We've called it the rim of fire, where the storms roll around the outer edge of the really hot air just to our south. So this is Thursday, and it stands to reason that somewhere in there there's going to be a complex of thunderstorms. And by the way, that is also our severe weather pattern, and not making that forecast right now, but that is the type of pattern. If the wind energy is right, the timing is just right, the location is right, that's the type of pattern that produces the derechos here in Michigan. So we will keep an eye on that. So the Storm Prediction Center says for tomorrow, William Ford, steak fry at the Bergeron Masonic Temple tomorrow. What's it like? By afternoon, by probably noon to 2 o'clock, you'll have thunderstorms around the Birch Run area. Linda Fink, Monday to Friday next week in the Escanaba and Munising area. Usually great weather at this time of the year with clumps of thunderstorms. So this is the severe weather outlook for tomorrow, basically tomorrow afternoon and evening. A 2% chance of a tornado in the Ann Arbor to Detroit area and into Ohio. 15% chance of a wind gust and 5% chance of large hail. So we will watch tomorrow. Now, temperatures, you're going to see them all over the board. Let's see. Jonathan Barrera Mikulich. Tomorrow in White Cloud. You get the thunderstorms probably by late morning, I would say. Golf League tomorrow in Jackson at 5 p.m. Corey Shelton, I don't know. That could be a stormy one. Okay, so highs today. Well, let's call it, 83 to 85 in the south. Let's call it 80 to 82, Saginaw, Flint, Grand Rapids, near 80 in northern Michigan. Let's call it a great day. Tomorrow, ahead of the cold front, makes it into the upper 80s in the Detroit and Ann Arbor area. Also, what fuels the possibility of severe thunderstorms. Friday, we look at temperatures about 80 degrees. Friday, just a fantastic day. And then Saturday, a degree or two warmer, low 80s, fantastic day. Sunday, more like summer, low to mid 80s. Monday, mid to mid 80s. Tuesday, low to mid 80s. Wednesday, approaching 90 degrees. Thursday depends on where the thunderstorms are. So, and again, we know this model gets a little bit eccentric as you get to 9 and 10 days out. But, that kind of upper air pattern would support mid 90s under sunshine and no storms. And then in storms, it would support mid to upper 80s and high humidity. And 10 days out, also, the heat is poised right on our area. So now you know what kind of pattern we have. We have a great day today. We have a stormy day, a wet and showery, somewhat stormy day tomorrow, especially southeast lower Michigan in the late second half of the afternoon. And then we have a great Friday. Looks like a fantastic weekend on the way, and heat building next week, which will eventually lead to clumps of thunderstorms. So we've got a little something for everybody. July, has it been warmer or colder than normal? What's your thought? It's actually been, we're averaging about a degree or so cooler than normal here in Michigan and the Great Lakes, while you're hearing about all this record heat around the country. Middle part of the U.S. has been in the trough because the heat has been a ridge out west, And on the next to a ridge, you have a trough, and that's what we've been in. And then a ridge out in the Atlantic, and then another hot dome and ridge over in Europe, somewhere over in there. So we've actually been in the more favorable part of the weather pattern for once, right? Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Enjoy this great, great Michigan summer weather. Everybody's going to want to flock here, so we got to fight them off so we can enjoy the beaches on our own, right? I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.